All right, this CrueVerse here with a quick video. I wanted to get into the movie Tomorrowland. Um, just share my perspective on it, touch on a few points, and basically give my perspective on what I feel the movie was trying to communicate. Because there's a lot of hidden messages in mainstream movie, especially Disney movies such as Tomorrowland. I mean, it's in the title, Tomorrowland. I mean, how much more obvious could it get? But yeah, let's get started. So the movie starts off in Corona Park. And I'm gonna just leave that on there. I'm not gonna expand on that. That's self-explanatory. Next, all right, so the movie starts off as following Frank Walker. He's basically a kid. He plays out as a gold mine. Gold mine is just someone who's very creative. The everyday person, it could be you. Anybody who is very creative, they don't have like a very fixed structured mind where it's like they basically their creativity and imagination is still vibrant. If that's the best way I could put it. So he goes to this fair. He brings an invention. Basically, it's a gold mine invention. It's a jetpack. So it was like how many kids? I think he was like 10 years old. He made a jetpack. So he brings it there, and he comes across an affiliate. And when I say affiliate, that's just someone who's affiliated with the global planners or any organization that has pull with the direction that the world is going in. But you can obviously tell by the way he acts that he's playing out that character. And then he also meets Athena. Athena is a robot. You don't know that at the time when she's first introduced. So spoiler alert. But yeah, she's a robot. And FYI, so the movie has very few main characters, but all of the main characters either portray they're basically gold mines, robots, and then affiliates. So the gold mines are usually the kids. You'll meet Casey. Casey's another main character. She's a gold mine. Her dad's also a gold mine, but he's a gold mine with a twist. He's basically like a gold mine who's been in the system so long that their mentality kind of gets put in the fear space, self-doubting space. So like there's a lot of people who go through that currently and maybe not realizing it. So like Casey plays out as the kid who in his life plays out as the kid who tries to get him to remember who he is, and he's got his own inner turmoil of convincing himself that he's not who he is. So yeah, they put that role into the movie too. It's funny. And then the robots. So you'll meet the robots. Basically the robots like Athena. There's some other robots that come in later in the movie. They just basically portray people whose minds were influenced. So influence however way, whether it be through media, whether it be through friends. Their minds are influenced to carry out a certain act that may not, and they basically they don't know what they're doing. That's the best way I could put it. They don't know what they're doing. They're not really making their own decisions. They're just going off of an influence. So it's like it's self-explanatory. I don't really feel like that's gonna take too much time trying to explain that. Yeah. So he meets them, and then long story short, he ends up visiting Tomorrowland. Tomorrowland is actually the metaverse, or the world that's going to be built on the internet. You'll start to see hints of that throughout the movie too. For example, like in the previews, they showed this like Casey, one of the main characters. She touches the coin, and she's put into Tomorrowland. So she's there. She can physically play it out, quote unquote. So yeah, that's basically the writers or the gold planners' way of introducing people into the metaverse, or putting it in the movie. So they're like, this is Tomorrowland. This is what your life is going to look like in the upcoming years. And then what else did I put? Is creativity good structure? Okay, so then when Frank gets into the metaverse, the first thing he does, there's another robot. This robot is not a person. It's like a regular robot. Basically, Frank falls from a little ledge, and a robot catches him and helps him fix his invention so it could work. So basically, there's going to be